When you think of legendary athletic brands, which names come to mind? Nike, Adidas, perhaps Under Armour. But there's one name that, once upon a time, was as iconic as any of these, if not more. A brand that defined generations, set trends, and was a beacon for athletic innovations. Welcome to Enterprise EPICS, where today, let me reintroduce you to Reebok. If you ask someone about the coolest brands a few decades ago, Reebok would have undoubtedly been on their lips. But today, Reebok's thunder seems to have been stolen, and they often bask in the nostalgia of their past glory. Reebok's heyday, arguably between the late 80s and the early 2000s, they soared to unimaginable heights during this era. In 1988, they were hailed as the top athletic brand in the US, only second to Adidas on the global stage. Their influence on basketball was undeniable, and for a while, they seemed invincible. When they roped in a young NBA sensation named Shaquille O'Neal, it was evident that they were here to make a statement. They repeated this success, signing with yet another star, Allen Iverson. And by 2001, they had cemented their partnership with the NBA, becoming the exclusive uniform provider. Pause for a moment and consider this. Almost every NBA jersey you saw around the early 2000s, crafted by Reebok. This dominance wasn't limited to basketball. In the world of football, they had key endorsements and also were the official suppliers of the NFL jerseys. And then came the Olympics. In the 1996 Atlanta Olympics, a whopping 1/3 of all athletes wore Reebok gear. Their influence even extended to the world of entertainment. Do you recall the hit show Survivor? Reebok was right there, clothing every cast and crew member. Reebok's impact wasn't just limited to the sports arena. Reebok was one of the first athletic brands to recognize the influence of hip-hop and street culture. In the 1980s, the brand collaborated with rapper Jay-Z for the S. Carter collection, and later with 50 Cent for the G-Unit sneakers. These partnerships highlighted Reebok's understanding of urban culture's sway over mainstream fashion. Reebok has teamed up with various artists to produce limited edition sneakers. For instance, the collaboration with Jean-Michel Basquiat resulted in sneakers adorned with the artist's iconic artwork, marrying the worlds of fine art and urban fashion. Reebok has tapped into global fashion trends, partnering with designers from around the world. Collaborations with Asian designers and brands, such as the Reebok X Extra Butter Oxtail design, have showcased influences from diverse cultures, introducing them to broader audiences. Understanding the influence of film and pop culture, Reebok has released collections inspired by iconic movies. An example is their Alien sneaker, which was a nod to the futuristic design of the movie's universe. Reebok's collaborations have also touched on social issues. Partnering with figures known for their activism ensures that the brand's products carry a message beyond fashion. Collaborations with the likes of Pierre Moss, under the leadership of Kirby Jean Raymond, tackled themes of race and social justice. As with many brands venturing into cultural collaborations, Reebok has faced its share of criticisms. Striking the right balance between appreciation and appropriation is a constant challenge. It's crucial for brands like Reebok to approach collaborations with authenticity and respect for the culture they're engaging with. Yet, here we are, in an era where their omnipresence has waned. So, what transpired? What caused this mammoth to lose its footing? The roots of Reebok trace back to 1890s England. J.W. Foster was the founding father, who, in the 1950s, passed the baton to his grandsons. The brand we recognize today started making significant waves in 1979 when they showcased their running shoes at a Chicago sporting goods show. An impressed businessman named Paul Fireman saw potential, acquired rights, and soon, the Reebok revolution in the US began. The 1980s were more than just neon leotards and catchy synth beats. They were the advent of the fitness revolution. Fitness studios were cropping up in every neighborhood, with aerobics classes becoming a daily regimen for many. Jane Fonda's workout tapes were selling out, and suddenly everyone was conscious of their health and appearance. Reebok's foresight to tap into this trend wasn't just a business strategy, it was a reflection of the societal shift. The freestyle wasn't merely a shoe. It was a symbol of empowerment, especially for women. The shoe's design, specifically catering to the unique needs of aerobics, was revolutionary. Like all brands, Reebok faced its share of challenges. The fitness landscape evolved and competition intensified. However, Reebok's legacy in the fitness revolution ensured that it remained relevant. The brand continued to innovate, incorporating new technologies and responding to changing fitness trends. While the Reebok pump was indeed a marvel, the brand continued to innovate. The late 90s and early 2000s saw them experimenting with various technologies to enhance athletic performance. From DMX cushioning to Hexalite, Reebok was on a quest to provide superior comfort and performance. However, with innovation came competition. Nike, with its Air technology, was starting to grab more market share. The sports shoe market became an arena of technological showdowns. Brands were no longer just selling shoes, they were selling experiences, promises of better performance, and aspirational lifestyles. If you're enjoying this deep dive into the world of enterprise giants, do us a favor. Hit that subscribe button and join the Enterprise EPICS community. Together, we'll uncover more fascinating tales from the business world. The late 20th century saw Reebok as a stalwart in the sports and footwear industry. They were synonymous with fitness revolutions, pop culture, and sports endorsements. Their brand wasn't just about shoes, it was about lifestyle and identity. The turn of the century marked a monumental shift in the dynamics of the sportswear industry. In 2005, one of the most significant acquisitions in the history of sportswear took place. Adidas, the German sports giant, acquired Reebok. The acquisition was meant to bolster both brands' strengths, with Adidas aiming to significantly expand its North American presence, and Reebok hoping to benefit from Adidas's global reach and innovation capabilities. While on paper, the merger of these two giants seemed like a match made in heaven, the subsequent years painted a different picture. Adidas, already a powerhouse in sports and fashion, continued its upward trajectory. Boosted by iconic collaborations, innovations in sportswear, and a strong marketing push, the brand enjoyed immense success. Reebok, on the other hand, found itself in a more challenging position. The brand, which had been a dominant force in the 80s and 90s, began to wane in the shadow of its parent company. Instead of the synergy one might expect, it appeared as though the merger caused Reebok to lose some of its distinct identity. Sales charts in the years following the acquisition revealed a concerning trend for Reebok. The once leading brand was witnessing a steady decline in its market share and overall sales. Its omnipresence in pop culture, sports, and the general public consciousness began to diminish. Retailers and consumers alike started perceiving Reebok as a secondary brand, especially when compared to the rising prominence of Adidas and other competitors in the industry. But, like all giants, Reebok had its periods of struggle. As the new millennium dawned, there was a shift in consumer preferences. The digital age brought with it new players and even faster trends. By the 2000s, Reebok's challenges had compounded. The brand struggled to find its footing in a rapidly changing landscape. Yet, what remains undeniable is the legacy Reebok carved. Today, while Reebok might not be the colossal giant it once was, it remains a testament to innovation, adaptability, and the ever-changing nature of market dynamics. A brand that once ruled the athletic world, Reebok's story is one of epic proportions. From the pulsating aerobics classes of the 80s to the electric basketball courts of the 90s, Reebok's journey is a testament to adaptability, innovation, and the spirit of pushing boundaries. Though they faced obstacles, as all giants do, their legacy remains indelible in the annals of sports and fashion history. The challenges of one era became the stepping stones for the next. And as we move forward into an ever-changing world, one thing remains certain. Reebok will continue to lace up, innovate, and run toward the future. From its past glory to future aspirations, Reebok stands as a beacon for what it means to never back down, to rise, to reinvent, and to always keep moving. Here's to the next chapter in the Reebok saga. Thank you for joining us on this journey. If you found this video enlightening, do give it a thumbs up and remember to subscribe for more content. Until next time.